Stoic Philosophy, 9 Keys to Emotionally Let Go of Someone INTRODIACTON. There are moments in life when letting go is not a choice, it's a necessity. When a relationship ends, when someone leaves without explanation, when we stay emotionally attached to someone who's no longer present in body or in intent, pain becomes a weight we carry that holds us back from moving forward. We cling to the past, to the what could have been, to the why it didn't work, to the fear of being alone. The Stoic philosophy, developed over 2,000 years ago by thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, doesn't just offer us answers, offers us tools not to become cold or indifferent, but to grow stronger emotionally from within. Letting go is not coldness. Letting go is wisdom. Today, I'll share with you 8 Stoic principles to emotionally detach from someone without resentment, without bitterness, and without losing your peace. Distinguish what is within your control and what is not. Inspired by Epictetus, one of the core principles of Stoicism is internal control. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." When we're emotionally attached to someone, we often suffer over things we can't control, how the other person feels, what they choose to do, whether they come back or not, whether they change or not. But none of these things are in your hands. But is in your hands is how you respond to that reality. Stoic key: stop wasting your energy trying to change the other person or imagining a different outcome. Turn your attention to what you can govern: your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Practical exercise: whenever your mind starts spiraling around this person, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Choose reason over emotion. Stoicism doesn't deny emotions, but it reminds us not to be ruled by them. Especially after heartbreak, our emotional pain can cloud our judgment. Seneca wrote, "We suffer not from events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." In other words, emotional pain doesn't come solely from what happened, but from how we interpret it. Stoic key: when thoughts like "I'll never find someone like them," or "I can't live without them," invade your mind, pause. Examine those thoughts with reason. Are they true? Or are they just emotional distortions from a wounded mind? Practical exercise: write down what you feel, then respond to it as if you were your best friend or inner Stoic teacher. Challenge your thoughts with logic, reclaim your clarity. Practice negative visualization, premeditatio malorum. This Stoic technique may sound grim, but it's incredibly powerful. The Stoics regularly visualize the loss of everything they loved: family, health, possessions, not out of pessimism, but to prepare their minds and avoid emotional slavery to attachments. How do you apply this to relationships? Accept deeply the possibility that this person is no longer a part of your life, not as a punishment, but as a reality. Don't resist it. Integrate it. You're not weaker for losing someone, you're wiser if you learn how to keep moving without them. Stoic key: everything you love is only on loan. As Marcus Aurelius would say, you had it, it was valuable, but it was never yours to keep forever. Practical exercise: every morning repeat, "Today, I accept that I may lose what I love, and even then I will still be myself." Don't take rejection personally. Much of emotional pain comes from making rejection feel like a personal failure, like we're not enough, like we did something wrong. But often, the truth is, people leave because of their own battles, not because of your worth. Seneca reminds us, people don't act against you, they act for themselves. Stoic key: you are not the emotional center of someone else's life. People change, drift, or hurt you not always out of malice, but from fear, confusion, or their own internal struggles. Practical exercise: make a list of possible reasons why this person walked away, excluding yourself as the cause. Then repeat to yourself, "I am not responsible for other people's emotions, only my own." Lean on community and virtue. The Stoics weren't isolated hermits, they deeply valued community and their role within it. One of their pillars was to live with virtue, courage, moderation, wisdom, and justice. When you're emotionally stuck on someone, it's easy to lose your balance. You isolate, you stop being yourself, you lose your center. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes strong when it stays aligned with reason and virtue, not with fleeting emotions." Stoic key: surround yourself with people who elevate you. Fill your time with meaningful actions. Don't seek validation from someone who left. Find purpose in what you do. Practical exercise: pour your energy into helping, creating, or serving others. Service breaks the ego's grip and dissolves emotional dependence. Replace nostalgia with gratitude. A hurting mind tends to romanticize the past. We remember only the good, forget the bad, and get trapped in nostalgia that distorts the truth. But the Stoic is grateful even for the pain, because everything good or bad is part of the soul's training. Epictetus said, "Don't cry because it's over. Be grateful because it happened." Stoic key, don't mourn what you no longer have. Be grateful for what it wasn't recognized. It served its purpose. Practical exercise. Write a farewell letter not to send, but to close the cycle in your mind. Fill it with gratitude, not longing. Let time work with you, not against you. One of the most common emotional traps is impatience. We want to heal now. We want to stop thinking about them today, but the mind doesn't work that way. The Stoics trusted time not as a passive healer, but as a training ground. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not rush anything. Everything happens in due time, if rooted in virtue." Stoic key, letting go is a process, not a single decision. Each day without contact, each night without reaching out, each step forward is shaping you into something stronger. Practical exercise. Instead of asking, "How long will it take to forget them?" ask, "What can I do today to become stronger than yesterday?" Remember your higher purpose at the end of it, or when your heart is tired, your mind is lost, and the silence feels louder than the absence. Remember this, your life doesn't revolve around one person, it revolves around your mission, your growth. Your evolution. The Stoics lived for something greater than pleasure or affection. They lived for the soul, for duty, for the logos universal reason. Marcus Aurelius said, "A soul aligned with its purpose needs nothing else to be at peace." Stoic key, find your North Star, your cause, your reason to exist. From that place, attachment weakens, because you realize your mission is bigger than any loss. Practical exercise, write out your personal purpose. What drives you? What do you want to leave behind in this world? Read it daily until you realize you are more than a broken story. Lucio, and letting go of someone emotionally is not easy, but it's possible, and more than that, it's essential for your inner freedom. Stoic philosophy doesn't ask you to silence your heart, it asks you to liberate it from unnecessary suffering. It teaches you how to love with wisdom, how to let go with dignity, and how to live with virtue. Remember, not everything is in your control. Emotional self-mastery is power time. Reason and virtue are your allies. Your worth is not defined by who stays or who leaves. Letting go is not giving up. Letting go is returning to yourself. And when you truly let go, you don't lose. You rediscover who you are.